What's going on, guys? It is Thursday night, October 29th. It is our last show of the week, getting you guys ready for Halloween weekend. I am your host, Ken Miller. You're listening to Real Labs on Real Radio. I am joined in virtual studio by my homeboy, Miguel Colon Jr., who just said the most disrespectful thing about Biggie Smalls anybody has ever said.
Let me tell
That,
you this much. I love Biggie more than probably all y'all put together, but I'm happy we never got to see a skinny sellout Biggie that would come with age. When Biggie would be doing the Are We There Yet 4 movie, I'm glad we never got to see that. Because it was, and if you know it. Biggie lived long enough. We would be like, y'all see Biggie on the Good Wife this week? Like, yeah, his performance on The West Wing was dope, but I just don't think he's doing it this good in the new Smurfs movie.
And you'll never see Biggie perform at a hologram. They can't find plexiglass big enough to carry him.
Not my Biggie, yo. That would be great, son. Biggie was like an actor. He's in like all the Tyler. He's like Medea's sister. Like he dresses up like a girl too.
And you know he would have lost weight. He would have lost weight. So we would have had a skinny, saggy titty Biggie.
He would.
He's cameoing in Are We There Yet 5? He's like, hey, me and you road trip, cousin.
Yeah, you're right. This is my cousin Chris. Cousin Chris. We're going to see cousin Chris.
How heartbroken would you be if they would have been a whack Biggie album? You know what I'm saying? Like it would have came eventually. It comes eventually.
I mean, if you think so though, is if you think the Biggie duets.
Yeah, that don't count. He was dead for that.
He was
James
dead
would definitely
for
been a whack Biggie album because I had the R. Kelly Best of Both Worlds Jay-Z album. That was a whack album. And as you know, you live long enough, you're gonna make a whack album.
He's gonna do like Biggie's tribute to MC Hammer, covering all the top hits.
Yo, and he can dance now. So,
and you know what was going to be doing.
I got to disagree, man. I don't count J. R. Kelly as a J album. I don't think Jay has ever dropped a bad album.
Probably not, man. But
a disappointing album would be S. Carter.
Like the second one.
The second one with all the flashy stuff.
The one with Justin Timberlake was like
Magna Carta. Yeah, that was okay.
That was
but it wasn't like he ain't dropped something like he ain't drop a Ja Rule. Or 50 Cent, the 50s last Curtis. He ain't drop a Curtis.
He ain't drop a T.I. He ain't drop a T.I. album. So 800 copies.
Dude, I don't know what they talking about. The Libra is fantastic.
It's fire.
Is it?
I was gonna say that. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Fire. But this is my thing, dude.
He don't make whack albums.
Who buys albums?
Yeah.
They download.
When the last time y'all bought a CD? That's why I'm like, how did they calculate 23,000 sold in a week? I only stream now. Like, Spotify, like, when the last time you bought an album?
Yeah.
I never.
Okay,
first off, I didn't buy albums back in the day when you supposed to buy albums, brother. I was all up on Napster and LimeWire. So now I'm just streaming everything on Spotify.
You were on LimeWire. You gave your computer AIDS just so you could listen to the news.
Yeah,
bro. I put a condom on every time I listen.
When I saw somebody post that he only sold 23,000, it got me to thinking. And the last CD I bought was Kanye and Jay-Z, Watch the Throne.
Watch the Throne? Yeah.
But and it's still in my car right now. Like, it's in my car. Like, I still the last CD that I remember ever purchasing.
Mine was Kanye.
Which one?
And I'm thinking it's the first one.
College Dropout?
Yeah.
That was like 2003.
Man, James, that was a minute ago.
One. Yeah,
Mike,
man.
Last one you bought, Mike? Last CD, album, tape that you can remember buying.
Oh man, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to.
It was Billy Joel.
It was that long ago.
It was the
Billy Joel.
Not only was it that long ago, but it was 2003, 2004 was the last time I bought a CD, and it was the first and only country CD I ever bought. And I didn't buy it ironically. There was a song I liked on it, and this girl had dumped me, and I just got that CD and kept playing that song over and over. I had a 45-minute drive into work at the bar I was managing, and that would be my into work over and over depression song.
Real quick on a segue, what was that Nelly country song? 'Cause it's all in my head.
Tim McGraw.
That's a whole line of crossover of rap country. It was crazy, man.
I had to take that back. I lie. Me and Sean went on a date 2 years ago, and our date was a record shop, and I bought Bobby Brown, Don't Be Cruel, and Stevie Wonder's what was that great album, Songs in the Key.
songs.
Yeah.
Did Bobby
Yeah.
Brown call
Yeah.
you when you got that too? He was like, "Hey man, I just checked my
Man.
bank account. I got $9.97 from King Music. You all right, baby? You all
Oh
right?"
man, we also joined in the virtual studio with my white brother, Mike Hurley. He listening to country music. Didn't even know.
Yeah, I had to Google it, man. That's how long ago it was. Joe Nichols, and I think out of all three of you, I think Miguel might be the only one who recognizes this song because he just has that obscure music, everything. It was Joe Nichols, and it was a song called "Broken Heartsville,"
Broken
and it was
Hearts.
like,
I actually don't know this one.
yeah,
Do you know the chorus at all?
it was something like, "They say the devil drives a coupe de ville. I saw him drive away with her over the hill. Nothing left to thrill.
Hey,
Here
country's
I
good.
am in
Country's
Broken
good for
Heartsville."
Wait,
It was
hold.
horrible.
So the devil stole your girl?
yeah,
Man,
and his car.
Ken, when someone takes a woman from me, the devil always has his hand in it. All right.
Country songs
That
are
was-
great for being sad though. Like,
Oh,
They
like
are.
you
They
want to be
are.
sad, man. You put in, man, any kind of country song, even if it's a happy country song, it's still a little sad. And
Mhm.
country music's good for being like, yo, I just need to cry right now.
And it's
Yeah.
always
Like a
cheating.
man.
They do some crazy adultery. It's always
Mhm.
somebody stole my girl. Somebody stole one of my favorite country songs is "Girl Crush" by Big
Girl
Lil.
Crush.
And if you go listen to it, I was on the road with the Raging Cajun, and that was
Yeah.
the song he came out to. And I was like, I really like this damn song. And that was like on my like my list of like country songs.
Mm.
I
That
used to
and
listen to
Who, who's the Raging Cajun on a tangent?
Raging Cajun out of he's a white comic does the Funny Bone Liberty Funny Bone and he
Okay.
does all the
Got
Funny Bone improvs, but he's super cool dude. Yeah, super cool dude. But he his I think his wife is black. I could be wrong. Let me take that back.
I think it's just his driver.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Like,
Oh,
he is driver, yeah.
Yeah.
nah, man, I remember do you remember that song Whiskey Lullaby? It's like she
Hmm.
put a I wasn't even like in a bad place and I was listening to that song getting sad.
mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was funny because at the time, my girlfriend dumped me in Orlando, and then I moved back to Port St. Lucie. Then I took a job with the company who sent me down to work at a bar in West Palm Beach, and all the people working at that bar were like good old boy, country boy, everything else. And I was managing them, and let me tell you, country people, when you're going through a heartbreak. Those kind of good old boys are the best guys in the world. They're like, well, we ain't gonna let you mope around and cry
Right.
about it. We're gonna take you out every night. We're gonna introduce you to some girls. You need to shoot some pool, drink some shots, put on some boots,
Right.
suck it up, buttercup, and then play the most depressing type of country songs. And you're right, Ken. At that time, I think that one song that was really big was that "We'll put a boot in your ass. It's the American way." And then like what was it? Whiskey for the beer for my
For my
horses.
horses.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. So that was like on replay when we were shooting pool. And after a while, you start going, yeah, I love this country.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's addictive. Like I like Sugarland Stay is the other song. And then what's the what I put took a baseball bat to the 4-wheel drive.
Carrie Underwood.
Carrie
That's
Underwood.
my
Yeah.
other
Maybe
song.
next
Carrie
time
Underwood.
we learn to cheat.
I'm saying
Hey,
it's
how
all
about-
about cheating.
Hey,
It's all about cheating, bro.
And
It is.
someone did a response to that song where it's like, and that's why you're in jail now because you carved your name into my car. It was easy to track you down. The cops went and picked you up. You're crazy. That type of thing.
a woman can write a whole song about destroying your stuff because you cheat. And like everybody's like, you get him, girl. And if a dude's
Yep.
like, she cheated, so that's why I broke. So you're violent.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
violent.
I can't believe you did that. I can't believe
And
you did
Miguel.
that.
And Miguel. And what did you do to make her cheat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like her.
Yeah. And
Nothing.
And that voice you hear is the main man who's filling up all the top screen. If you can see him right now, I didn't realize how big James' head was. James Dwayne Yon in the building, son, and that
Hey.
is Dwayne with a D-E-E.
Wow. I ain't never been
Dwayne.
that street.
Mhm.
James
D-Wayne.
is
Hey, I was gonna tell you, I'm a little bit bummed out, Ken.
What's up, bud?
I was looking forward to going out for Halloween, man. I had a costume picked out, man. This is gonna be my year, man. Cause I'm a big comic book nerd, and I was actually gonna be Nick Fury. Me and Mike talk about this. I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be Nick Fury.
We
I
got
was gonna be
pictures
Nick
of you. Yeah.
Son, Nick Fury, bro. Son, you don't even got the leather jacket on. You got on a robe, an actual house robe.
I just got oxygen.
This
Well,
oxygen.
yeah.
He pulled out a gun. It's a roll of Oreos. Like, what is this dude doing? What in the?
I was a little bummed
Oh,
about that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know,
We
down
All
need to get this damn Hydra off this damn plane.
plane. I'm not yelling. This is our talk, mother.
they're like,
Yo,
hey, real quick, Mr. Jackson, thank you for reading the role. There's no N words in the script, and you've been kind of throwing them around.
you've called Black Panther the N word like 8 times, bro. Like, hey
Yeah,
man, that's my N word, bro. What do you
Yeah.
want from me? What do you
yeah.
want from me, yo?
I mean, you call Spider-Man and Thanos the N word both, and Tom Holland, he's from England. He don't know what to do. You
Yeah.
Yeah,
know?
he's confused.
But
Could you
Thanos
stop
can be cool.
referring
He
to
purple.
Wakanda as Pine Hills? Could you do
It's
But when
Wakanda, sir, not Harlem.
but
Okay.
yeah,
but wouldn't Thanos be cool? Ain't he purple?
Yeah, yo,
I
and
mean,
then
he
yeah,
purple. He can be. I almost said
Come
it.
on, come on,
and he
brother.
got hey,
He he's hey, he big, he dark, and he went a lot of jewelry, baby.
I'm
Come
about to
on,
He with
man.
say,
all
man,
that
rocking
jewelry,
that ghost
bro.
face bracelet he got going
Yeah.
on,
Yeah,
that
Hey,
glow.
and he got a crew of thugs that roll with him. Like he
Yeah,
got
yeah,
man.
thugs that roll with him that
And
just
Zoe
do what you
Zoe
know.
Saldana's his daughter.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, his
You
daughter
know?
green,
bro.
bro, and the other
Yeah,
girl, his daughter, ain't she like blue and gold? So man,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
That's different mamas right there. Yeah.
yeah.
and don't take care of him like that. He got his kids in and out of jail. They fighting all the
Mhm.
time. That's some N
Mm-hmm.
word stuff.
He walks
That
in the
is.
room, half the party disappears.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
we
like,
got
oh, we didn't know he was going to be here. I forgot the sitter's got to get home early. We'll see you
Hey
later.
man, we got 2 minutes before break, boss. I want to go over the national days today. So October 29th, it is National Cat Day.
Meow.
And you guys on cats? And you
Mm.
guys got cats?
They're
I hate
cool. I
cats.
think I don't man.
I hate
When you meet a cool
cats.
cat, it's cool. But most of the time, cats they ain't even your pet. They're a roommate who doesn't pay
Amen.
rent. You
Don't
know,
pay rent. That's
they
right.
just look
Yep.
at because a dog never looks at you like, why are you
Mm,
here? But a cat will
Nope.
just walk in the room sometimes and just stare at you like, you here
yeah.
again?
Man, I always
Uh,
like dating girls with cats because I'm like, great, when this relationship doesn't work out, you won't be alone. You know?
oh yeah, that's true. Cause they love that
No.
cat. Now, man, I got a friend of
True.
mine on Facebook. Man, she loved her cat more than she loved her mama. I'm
Mm.
like, dang, bro, you really like this thing. It's also because I always get a food is National Oatmeal Day, which I think is one of the most disgusting things you can eat for
Ah,
breakfast.
really? That's one
Oatmeal
Mm-hmm.
is
of
the
that.
worst.
Dude, oatmeals with cinnamon oatmeal with raisins
Oh,
is like one of my favorite breakfast things.
What's the
oh,
difference between oatmeal and farina? Is farina just a brand and oatmeal is a
Farina's
product?
rice.
Farina's
Rice
rice.
product.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Because we were
so
growing
Mike,
up, my
That's my
mom would
fat
do
dude.
that a lot. Yeah.
Mike, would you
Yeah.
eat? I see. I like grits. I don't like oatmeal.
I've
I
never
like
had
both.
grits. Never tried
Woo,
grits.
Mike.
Mike,
Can you put cinnamon and
Mike.
raisins in it?
You
hey,
can, but
you
you
get your
it's
ass whooped.
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hey, look,
It's like
raisins
putting
go in
raisins in.
everything. Potato
It's
salad, grits.
oh, Mike. You can't come to the cookout, bro.
Yeah, man. Now
Mm,
most people put. For me, I put butter, salt, pepper, or cheese.
yeah.
I
Those are
like
usually my
jalapeno cheese
toppings.
grits.
That's
Jalapeno
usually
Never
my
cheese
had.
grits are
toppings.
cool, but
You
other
know,
than that, kind of just
I
all
think
right.
with grits and oatmeal, the biggest thing I've got from people is it all comes the people who don't like it. It's all about texture with some people. They're like, I can't believe there's so many people that won't eat stuff because of the feel of it in their
Yeah.
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah,
Like
yeah. I like my
there's
grits
nothing I
runny.
won't eat because it feels weird, you
Yeah.
know?
I'll eat frozen yogurt and then just get the
Mhm.
tart flavor, but I can't do normal yogurt because the texture it weirds me out.
Really?
Wow.
Yep,
See,
I
yeah.
I
get it.
can't do it.
Yeah, see, like I like my grits runny. My wife like her grits thick. So I
Mhm.
like them so because I mix the eggs and the bacon and all that.
Ken,
So
Oh
it's
wow.
it's
you know how I like my grits.
Mm.
how.
Thick. Thick.
So you can stick stick a spoon in it and it stays
Oh.
You know what?
standing, right?
James
That's right.
looks like Krang from Ninja Turtles when he was
Dude, I
inside that
know
robot's
his
body.
head's so big, bro. Hey, before we go to break, it's also National Hermit Day and World Stroke Day. So, man, make sure you guys stay healthy, take care of
Stroke?
yourself. We got
Stroke?
Stroke Day, not that stroke. We're
Oh,
gonna go
okay.
to commercial break while James goes stroke real quick. Yo, we'll be back on Real Labs on Real Radio.
He be stroking.
What are you doing?
We're back on Real Labs on Real Radio, October 29th, our last show of the week before we head into a very safe Halloween weekend. You know, downtown is talking about letting people drink and walk around outside.
Yeah, I've been
Really?
drinking on
Oh,
Halloween
Yeah, I
since
just
I've been
got the
living there.
news alert, man, that downtown is going to allow that. Before we get into that, we got Miguel Colon Jr., Mike Hurley, James John, all in the building. Yeah, I got the news alert that said that they're going to allow people to drink downtown this weekend outside.
Every
Hmm.
Halloween when I would go out downtown, I would never go to any bars or anything because I just people watch, but I would incorporate drinking into my costume. Like one year I went as this like Mexican bandito and I wore a piñata hanging from my neck and I just stuffed a bottle in the back of it and made the pour spout at the end. So I just poured my drinks. When I made this boom box when I went as Run DMC with
I
my
saw
homeboys.
that. That was
Yeah, and
good.
it had a pump spray. I always incorporate drinking into my costume because it's more fun to be out in the mix of all the people than try to get into a bar and order a drink or something like that. So I think anybody who hasn't been drinking out in the streets downtown for Halloween just lacks creativity because
Yeah.
that's how I've
Mm.
been doing it.
Charlie Bowie and we had a gig, and it wasn't on Halloween, but they were celebrating Halloween. So it was
Yeah.
like the Saturday of Halloween. After the gig, we went downtown to the Pine Street bar to meet up with some people, and they were doing a costume only type thing. Like, no, we're only doing costumes. So we went back to the car, and it was back when I was doing magic and comedy. So I had my straight jacket. So I'm like, I'll throw this on, leave the buckles, look like a weirdo. And Charlie, it goes to his car. He had worn a suit for the show because it was like a corporate gig, and they pulls out this Mexican wrestling mask or
Lucha,
something.
yeah.
I'm like, dude,
Nice.
why do you just have that? Why do you just have that? And we went back to the bar, and he was wearing a full suit with like that. Was it
The
luchador mask?
yeah, the
Luchador.
And I had
luchador.
like my straight jacket thing, but I left like the arms like all weird and everything else. I'm like, yeah, you can tell we're adults when you can just pull Halloween costumes
Yeah,
straight out of your
yeah,
car when you weren't planning on it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. James, what about you? What have you dressed up as recently, or the last time you dressed up?
Ooh, that's a good one. I mean, I had
Michelle let
my
him
Dick
dress as a
Fury
free
thing.
man, you
Mm,
Oh
know?
yeah, it was nice.
yeah.
I was digging tunnels, but nah, man. The last time I actually dressed up, I can't even remember. It's been so long because you got to remember, at a certain age, your kids don't go trick or treating with you. They go to parties, they go to a friend's house, they go out. So it's been years since I actually dressed up. I mean, the last time I think I dressed up, I think I was like Stay Puff Marshmallow Man.
Have you when's the last time you went out
Wow.
and went to a party or something for Halloween?
Mm.
Oh my God, man, forever, because it was always about the kids, and then after that, once we didn't have to go trick or treating with them, I was like, I'm done.
Take
I'm
your life.
staying at home. I don't got to go anywhere.
James,
I'm
James,
good.
how many times during that Stay Puft Marshmallow Man where they're like, "Oh, the Pillsbury Doughboys here," or we're
A
like, people
lot,
like,
a
"Oh, look,
lot,
it's the
a lot.
Michelin Man."
And I was like, shut up, mom. That ain't cool. It ain't funny no more. But yeah, a lot, bro.
See, I was different. Remember, I wore the rapper outfit like every year for like
What was
I
your
went.
rapper outfit?
Like the
It was the
bucket
Run
hat?
DMC, the bucket
Yeah,
hat.
that's
Like
what I
Oh,
had.
okay.
matter of fact, Mike, it's in the trunk of my car with the Christmas tree, with the Christmas
Yes,
tree
Yeah.
and
Christmas
the
tree.
Samuel L. Jackson Star Wars.
Oh
All of
man,
it is in the trunk of my
that was
car
a
right
great
now.
character,
So
dude.
I can
Samuel L.
legit,
Jackson Star Wars was
yeah,
great.
I can legit do this what Bowie did. Just go to the
Yeah.
car, I'm like I got a costume right here. But I went as a
Ta-da.
every year I went as the rapper guy, and
Mhm.
then one year I went downtown with a friend of mine, and I didn't have a costume, but I had a button up on and some jeans. I just told everybody I was Jay-Z. And then, then the next
Lame.
year, dude, I went downtown. It was late. I was at the time. Matter of fact, I was single, man, and I wasn't doing nothing. It was Halloween. I had on some Cookie Monster pants, and I wore a white T-shirt and put "Vote Amendment 2." And it was the weed amendment, and it was, and it was just so. And people would buy me drinks like, "Yo, that's
Jesus.
so cool." But it was like I was a voter. I was a slutty voter ballot, yo.
Uh,
Slutty voter ballot, man. But this year I'm gonna be on stage, and I hate doing shows for Halloween.
Why are you doing a
I
show for Halloween?
Because my kids aren't going trick or treating, and
Oh,
I
okay.
need this money. I was just like, I just suffer through it. I just,
Yeah.
if my
It's
kids were
gonna be
going trick or
hell.
treating, I wouldn't have took it. Oh,
It's gonna be
I know,
utter hell.
I
Yeah.
It's
know.
like
Now,
doing a show on Halloween and Thanksgiving, two of the
yeah,
worst
Yeah.
holidays.
which
Yeah,
is weird because Black Friday, those shows are amazing. The
I don't
show
have good
on
shows on
Friday,
Thanksgiving
anytime
weekend.
when I used to do shows on Thanksgiving weekend before I got married, I always did the matter of fact, I always did the laugh in for Thanksgiving
Mhm.
weekend.
Okay.
And for some reason, Black Friday was always busy because people were out shopping all day and they're like, man, we got family in town. Let's go to a comedy show.
Yeah.
And
Mm,
it would always be a really good show. And then they would buy merch like crazy because they looking for little stocking stuffers and
I,
stuff
mhm.
I'll
like that.
I'll tell you, Tom Dustin hit me up because he asked me to do his new room this weekend, like Halloween weekend in Key West. And if it wasn't for the fact I wrote him back, I'm like, dude, my kids treat Halloween like Christmas. It's like a bigger deal for them. And even if there's not as much Halloween stuff going on this weekend, we're still going to find something to do. But I'm going to tell you, I would love to do Halloween in Key West because they go crazy down there during Halloween.
I don't know nothing about it. Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's freaky down there for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I definitely don't want to go. I don't want no parts of that. I don't want no parts of that, man.
Sid Miller would love
I don't want no parts of that, man. But let's slide out since we're talking about freaky, man. We're going to talk about some birthdays today, and we'll get to the freaky part of it. Happy birthday to Bob Ross. And you know Bob Ross is, that's the painter guy, right? The guy who
Happy trees.
I named my kids after Bob Ross. They're little happy accidents. That's what they are.
Oh my God!
It's also Winona Ryder's birthday. Winona Ryder, yo. What is she besides shoplifting? What's her big role?
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Beetlejuice. Yeah.
Was she in Heathers? Like she was one of those 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
Mr. Deeds.
Mr. Deeds was her comeback.
That was comeback.
Mr. Deeds was the same time she got busted with the shoplifting stuff. I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stranger Things
doing
is
dirty
like
deeds.
Third comeback or second.
Oh yeah,
she is. I mean, I'm so behind on Stranger Things, bro. Them kids probably adults by now. By the time I watch the show,
that's the problem they had with the first and second season. Those kids grew so much between the first and second, but the wardrobe department was like, "Nah, they'll be good in the shorts." And you see, like this kid, he looks like he's playing basketball in the '70s. I'm like, dude, I think I can see the tip. This is ridiculous.
Kids was wearing Daisy Dukes out there. That's
Dukes, yo.
Hey, man, it was the 80s, though. Go back and look at your pictures.
You got that white pipe striping on all your shorts that match the color of your socks.
I wore basketball shorts. Or, excuse me, I wore biking shorts in the 80s.
Yep.
I did too. Yep. I did too. Yeah.
I also had...
Yeah,
those mesh T-shirts that basically you would only see in like gay clubs back then for some reason.
Hey,
no
Mike was like, "How does it feel?"
I had the bill of my hat flipped like almost up with a
basketball
shorts.
That mesh shirt was like a football jersey, right? Wasn't it like kind of like a football jersey?
Your parents personalized everything with your name, made it so much easier for kidnappers to be like, "Hey, Mike, your parents sent me to get you. Why don't you hop in the crazy van real quick?"
Oh, it's better than riding a bike.
Van.
Thanks, guys. Hey, you remember when like the baddest dude in the neighborhood wore the half tee? Like, he wore the half tee,
like the Florida State football players.
Yeah,
they all have the half jersey.
He had a Zorro head on. You like, do not mess with.
Don't mess with him, yo.
The feather coming out of it.
Don't mess with him.
Who's that?
Bro.
That's Poppy.
Yeah,
and he's on a skateboard. That lets you know he's serious. Yeah,
he's gleaming the cube. Leave him alone.
He's wearing the shorts that are cut off, where you see the pocket coming down, hanging down.
Oh yeah, and you can see the little bit of change in his pocket.
Every now and then, one of his little nads pops out the side.
Yeah. That dude's cutting up carne asada at Chipotle right now. He's the head chef at Chipotle right now, yo.
Sitting there in the back room talking to the young jits with a cigarette hanging from his mouth. So I was the baddest dude on the block. 1986 to 1991. When the clothes came out, I couldn't hang.
He'd be like, "Oh no, 87, not 7, 87." That's my deal.
The manager weekend. Can we get more rice?
That's the same dude who's taking a longboard to and from work, lifting up Santana and drinking Ocean Spray.
I used to do dog fights. I didn't fight dogs. I fought dogs.
Oh man, it's also Gabrielle Union's birthday. You know her; she's a world famous actress, and is also the wife of Dwayne Wade. Go ahead.
Didn't you hit on her at some comedy? festival?
No. I didn't.
Yes, I remember the pictures.
No. Okay, so what happened? What had happened was,
what did happen?
I won the South Beach Festival. And I got to open for Amy Schumer and a bunch of people before they were famous.
This was like 2009.
2009, bro. Yeah, 11 years ago. And so when I go to the competition, they were so rude to me. Like, I'm the comedian, they don't know me. You know what I mean? So they would play me out because they were all New York comics. They knew each other. So
did they do the festival on Lincoln Ave, like outdoors?
The outdoor show
in Miami.
I said, okay, y'all want this, B? Y'all want this? Son, I murdered. When I got done, they were like, "Oh my God, so where are you from?" So then they were my friends after that. So we ended up going to the bowling alley with me, Amy Schumer, and some other comedians. Baron Vaughn, some other cats. I can't remember the guy's name. Shane Moss, Shane
Yeah,
Moss,
Shane's good
Shane
people.
Moss, and Craig Robinson.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
You know,
good.
Craig
nice.
Robinson.
Love
Baron
Craig.
Vaughn was opening for him, and this before Craig blew up.
Yeah.
And so we walk in there, and all the Miami Heat are in there, like the whole team. Apparently, it was like some charity bowling thing. And I see Gabrielle Union, and I'm totally like, "Oh my god!" So I go over to her. Well, Craig Robinson takes us over there. I speak. Hey, how you doing? Good to meet you. And Dwayne Wade was right there. And I say, oh my God, I'm a big fan. Alonzo Mourning, you know, he played with Charlotte. So I took a picture with everybody, and I took a picture with her. And I was trying to take a picture with Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, but I didn't know at the time,
They was
you know,
together. Yeah.
that I didn't know that. You know, Dwayne was on his separation, and they were just starting to get together. I
Ah.
didn't know that. So I
Mhm.
text my homeboy. I was like, "Yo, man, Gabrielle Union kind of she was nice, but Dwayne Wade kind of side-eyed me. He said, "Yo, yeah, because they messing around. They don't want people to know." I'm like, "I don't read the Inquirer. I don't know," but she was still
Yeah.
so sweet. And when I tell you, one of the prettiest women I've ever seen without makeup on.
Mhm.
And she
Like
don't age.
Sean,
And she
she
doesn't
had
age.
zero makeup on, bro. She was super nice, but I didn't know that situation. If I knew that situation, I wouldn't have been like,
That would have
You
been
would've fell
great to
back.
see you in the tabloids, just the photo of you three with you in the
Yeah,
middle, but
right,
you're
yeah.
blocked out. They're like unknown person seen hanging out with Dwayne Wade. And
Yeah,
Gabrielle
B.
Union.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? You said 2009?
It was
That's right,
2009. Yep.
2009. Yeah. So then they became like all official, like just a year later, right?
Yeah, yeah. So it
Yeah.
was me. It
That's
was
you
me.
made
It
it
was me on.
happen.
It was me on Facebook, man. And then also Traci Ellis Ross. It's her birthday as well. Traci Ellis Ross is from Girlfriends. She is from Blackish, and she is the daughter of the legendary Diana Ross.
Oh wow.
The original
Daughter of
diva.
Diana.
I did not
And the
know that.
reason I got excited about this birthday because Traci Ellis Ross is like one of my, you know, if I had the cheat day, if I had a hall pass, she's like my hall
Tracy Ellis
pass.
Ross. I
Really?
mean,
I'm
she's
telling
not.
you.
It's not that
Really?
she's unattractive. She's
I
very
gotta
pretty.
She
It's
is
Google
just
it.
different.
Go
I
to
gotta
her.
yeah.
check
Go
it out.
to her Facebook. She got booty. She got body. She pretty. Just go to her Facebook. She's like,
over Gabrielle Union.
yeah, yeah. Because Gabrielle Union, I don't want her to see me and be mad. Cause like, ain't you the dude that was taking pictures and exploited us on the tabloid for that $25,000? I don't want to be that. But Tracy Ellis is
Mhm.
is is,
Nah,
is
I
one of
gotta
my.
have the wrong site.
No,
This
man,
can't be
you
the
got
same
it. That's
person.
exactly that's the
Yeah,
reaction.
so she's one of
Yeah.
mine. So we got a minute and 15. We got a minute and 15. Miguel, you got a wife. You got a wife, and you got
Yeah.
a cheat day. Who is it? Who you going with?
Man, because here's my hard part with it, real quick, guys. Sometimes it's somebody that's hot now, but really that doesn't matter. You want somebody from when you've been wanting them forever. You know what I'm saying? I
Then that would
mean,
be Halle Berry for me. But go ahead.
that would be Halle Berry for you. Oh man, I get one cheat day. I'm gonna have to do Summer Hayek. Summer
Okay,
Hayek.
that's a good one.
Summer
That's
Hayek.
a good
Like
one. That's a good
since I
one.
was a
James,
kid.
James, you married, and we'll bleep this out so Michelle can't hear. You got a cheat
No,
day.
no.
Who you going with?
Michelle had LL Cool J. Back in the day, I
Oh,
told her I thought Demi Moore was beautiful.
Demi Moore's been beautiful.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. All right, Mike. We got 30 seconds. You got a cheat day, Mike. You married. Who you going with?
I am married. All right, here we go. Never happened, never will be.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, here's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life was from a movie, White Christmas, and her name was Vera Ellen. She was the blonde in White Christmas.
I don't know the movie.
So, oh yeah, you've never seen White Christmas?
I've never seen it. Yeah, man.
Hey, it's a great movie. But like growing up, I had a huge crush on Marissa Tomei.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
And my
Imagine you're a Tia.
mom would make fun of me because she's like, she played the ugly sister-in-law in one of my soap operas. I'm like, I love Marissa Tomei. Even before My Cousin Vinny. But after My Cousin Vinny, I was like, I'm going to marry that woman.
She
and
was
then
on
she
A
ended up
Different World.
being, dude, she ended
Aunt
up,
May.
her whole career has had a comeback, you know,
Mhm.
playing Aunt May and everything else. But in The Wrestler, oh, that was like Christmas to me seeing that movie, dude. Because even Marissa Tomei in her 50s is hotter than most women in her 30s.
Yeah, man. Well, we're gonna run the commercial real quick. But what's funny is all three of us old, and we pick old women.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, it's because
Yeah.
we grew up with them.
Yeah.
Grew up with 'em,
Yes.
yo. So we're
Yes.
gonna go to commercial real quick. When we come back, I want to talk to y'all about cleaning out your damn refrigerator. All right. We'll be
Okay.
back.
All right.
We are back, Real Labs, Real Radio. It is the 29th of October, Thursday night, our final show of the week. I know you guys didn't hear us yesterday because they was playing some whack-ass soccer game, but but we are back
Wow.
tonight. I hate soccer, bro. It's so
Me
dumb. It's
too.
such a corny sport, man.
I
I'm
like when
joined
you
in the
listen
studio
to the
by
announcer.
James, Miguel, Mike, and go ahead. What are you going to say about soccer?
I like when you listen to soccer. If you listen to the Spanish announcers versus like the white announcers, the Spanish announcers are getting all hyped about everything. The white announcers are
Lit.
like, LaFleur kicks to Robinson. Robinson
Mm-hmm.
passes. Robinson. You get it over on the Spanish side, and you're like, are they watching the same game? Like, you know,
Yeah.
Go,
yeah.
go, go, go,
Goal.
go.
Yeah. Yo, he was lit.
Nah, B, I hate soccer because I got cut in middle school, and
Well, they
I
didn't
just
see
been
talent.
bitter. I've been bitter ever
They didn't
since.
know.
That dude
Is
gonna
it
cut
is it
me.
really the only like truly international professional sport? Like,
Oh
do they
yeah,
have
it's
the
the
most teams
most.
from the
It's the
most countries?
most played sport in the world.
Because
Soccer
all
is
you
the
think,
most famous sport in the world.
no matter how, and this is the truth, no matter how poor, no matter how rich you are, the basis of soccer is a ball in a field. You
Mhm.
know, man. So you could be in a place that doesn't have a lot going for it and have a soccer field. You know,
Yeah,
you could be in a
good point.
place that's rich and have a soccer field. It can be
Mhm.
anywhere at any time.
Yeah, yeah,
See,
soccer is crazy.
I just feel bad, man. I can't even figure. Like, I know when Orlando City got their team, I was really excited, and I see everything on Facebook, like all my friends going and tailgating and everything else going to the game. I grew up with my older brother playing soccer and getting dragged to his games every weekend and stuff like that. And I can't even get excited for that. I'm like, guys, after the game, I'll meet you downtown for a drink or something. I have
Yeah,
no
yeah.
want to go. They're like, it's not even about the game. It's about what we do in the stands. I'm like, nah.
I'll just do that at
Yeah.
a bar then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I went to the first game they had, and what
Mhm,
happened was, I think it was a year before that we
mhm,
had the World Cup. They had the World
Yeah,
Cup,
yeah, yeah.
and US had did so well. It's like one of the best years that US had, and
mhm.
everybody was downtown Orlando. Dude, I had a soccer shirt on, like I was,
I was on Wall
I,
Street for
I,
that,
yeah,
faking it.
yeah,
Yeah,
faking it,
Bandwagon.
yeah.
straight faking it. And then the next year, Orlando got that soccer team. And dude, that first game I went to was me and all my coworkers. It was packed, dude. It was like it had to be 140,000 people in there. It was something stupid, ridiculous. And they haven't had. I think this year they may have a winning season, but they didn't have a winning season for like 2 or 3 years. And but people still were going because it was just something. It was
The
something
Right.
different.
the
Oh, wait.
first
The
year,
Orlando Magic just said, "Hold my beer."
the first year, I remember watching everybody because I live downtown. Everybody in their purple shirts heading out, and I
Yeah.
thought this is so dope, man, because the whole city
Yeah.
goes out. And then after a while, I was just like, so we're done with this, right?
So we're
Like,
done
you
with this.
know,
Yeah.
We're
yeah.
done with
Yeah.
this. So Mike, I'm gonna go down the list real quick. I googled it. I'm gonna go down the list. Number one would be soccer. Soccer
Mhm,
is
Sports.
the number one played sport in the world. Number
mhm.
Can we
two, you
guess
guys
number
are not.
two?
Number two is
Go ahead.
cricket.
Go
Is
ahead,
it cricket?
man. You won't guess it. I bet you $5 neither one of you guess it.
It's a
I,
sport.
It's a sport.
The way you say that makes me
Okay.
feel like it's
All right. I'm gonna guess
questionable.
curling. It's like something
Okay.
crazy.
Okay. What you got, Miguel?
cricket.
Okay. What you got, Michael?
Let's go billiards.
Badminton.
Badminton. Wow, I did not
Badminton is the
expect.
number two played
Eh?
sport in the world, y'all.
Everybody loves some good shuttlecock.
Yeah.
You know
Number
what, Mike? I can't
three
argue
is
with that.
field hockey. Number three is
Field
field
hockey.
hockey.
Another
Okay.
sport
Number
I've never heard
four,
of hockey.
volleyball. Volleyball would be
Volleyball.
number four. Number
Really?
five would be basketball. Basketball is
Okay.
number five. Six is tennis. Number seven would be cricket. Number eight is actually table tennis. Number
Mhm.
nine, baseball. Number 10 is golf.
Wow,
Ah.
Bro,
man.
that's the one sport I can't watch.
Golf,
Baseball. Bro, no,
baseball.
baseball. Golf is more entertaining to me than sitting there trying to watch 9 innings of a baseball game. I think it's the
Let
most
me
boring
tell you,
game in the world.
I was at the Improv this past weekend. They're doing the playoffs right now, Dodgers and the Rays,
Yeah.
and I don't like baseball whatsoever. But when it's playoffs, I can get into it if it's like
Yeah.
a
Has to be with
close
any
game.
sport, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially with this playoff right now. It's been so back and forth. Like the Dodgers pretty much had to blow out the first game. Then the second game was really tight. Then the third game, it was like, oh man, they got 3 runs. There's no way the other team. Next inning, that team got 3 runs, and you're sitting there. I'm like, I know I gotta go take the headliner down, but I gotta see this at bat. So
Got
yeah,
it.
I
Got
can
it.
get excited during like a playoff thing.
I
for
remember
me.
Yeah. Playoffs
I
are
was on
big
a
for me
cruise
too.
ship, and you know how like if you like on a 5-6 day cruise, there's that middle point where you're like, I'm done, like I
Mhm.
need to
Yeah.
recharge.
Yeah.
So it was like day 3, and it was me and my homeboy Chris. You met Chris before, James. Chris
Yep.
Zach came down. me and him are hammered, and we're sitting at the bar on the cruise ship, and you can bet on sports there because you're out in international water, and we're watching this cricket game, and we're like laughing. We're like, we don't understand any of this. This, and then all of a sudden, it lights up. They're like, we're opening the sports book on cricket, and it's like 4 hours later. I'm like, give me the over under on Sydney versus New Zealand, and parlay that with Tokyo.
Dude, that's
There you
you
go.
sound like me at the craps table in Vegas. I'm like, I don't know what I'm betting on, but I'm really excited to be here.
Mhm.
I would wait for the guys who were betting with us. Like something would happen, I'd look over at them, they'd be like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah. Like, what are we
That's
cheering
good for
for?
us.
Like your
Yeah.
team,
Yeah.
your person lost, and you just like, yes. Did he
Yeah.
win? What happened?
Yeah,
What just
yeah.
happened?
I'm like, what happened? What
Yeah.
happened?
What
Where's
just
my money?
happened? What happened? Yeah,
What happened?
Mike, I'm with you, man. I don't like baseball either, but I will watch the playoffs. Like I remember I was in Thailand in like '97, and there was no American TV but the Yankees in the playoffs. And
Oh
that's
wow.
all we watched. We just
Wow.
watched we watched baseball for 40 something days because there was like no American TV. Like they would play like MTV late at night, and you'll get some videos.
Mhm.
That's when I
Mhm.
found out about Hanson Bop. I had never heard the song, but Bop was big. But that we watched it, and I was like, playoff baseball actually is pretty good because it's win or go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
remember
like the season when there's 8,000 games in the season.
Oh
I
Right.
my
remember there was this
God.
commercial. There was this commercial I love. It's this dude. He's running around Tokyo and he's got a Yankee hat on and he's late for something. And he's an American dude. He's like, "Can anybody help me? Can anybody help me?" He's like, I need to find this building. I need to find this building." And nobody speaks English. And then he turns and looks at this guy and he's like, "Hey buddy, can you help me?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, I can help you." And he turns around and he's wearing a Red Sox hat. And they just look at each other. And then the guy's like, "Can anybody help me? Can anybody help me?"
Dude,
Yeah.
just to get back to
Yeah.
gambling for a second, I don't gamble often. I've done it a couple of times in Vegas and stuff, but I'm preconditioned to just assume I'm going to lose. That's the way I was raised in my family. Like, we don't win. It's just
Yeah.
not going to happen for you. Like, I've seen people who I actually think winning is a habit you need to be trained and learn how to do, and then you just expect to win. When I see sore losers, I'm like, have you never lost, dude? Come on, grow up. It's like when I win, it shocks me. But the best was when I went out to, I think, Ken, I think you were out there. We went out, Carm Vallone and I were working out at the Orleans Casino in Vegas, and you were out there for the
we were
World
out there
Series.
for World Series. Yeah.
Carmen Vallone won't gamble, but I kid you not, when it comes to being able to guess what's going to happen on a roulette wheel, the guy's like Rain Man, dude. Like, we just stood like a foot back from the table. He's like, black. And it would come up black, 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 red, red, green. I'm like, what the? I'm like, why don't you bet? He's like, as soon as I put money down, dude, all of it goes out the window. But like, we sat there with Pedro Lima, and for like 20 different spins of the wheel in a row, this kid missed 2. I was getting ready to put money down. I'm like, dude, this is all I got for 2 weeks, but let's give this a shot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Are you
roulette
guys-
was the only one I played. I did roulette.
Yeah.
Like $5 on something, and
Yeah.
because the casino we were staying in was one of them off the strip.
Yeah,
type
we.
spots,
That's
so
yeah. What was that? The Sahara? Was it the
the
Sahara?
Tahoe or something.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice though. The
It
rooms
wasn't
were
nice.
nice.
The
right?
rooms were nice.
The
It was
tired
super.
hoe.
It was super. It was a super nice hotel. But I
I
had
got
fun at
that.
y'all spot,
I
man.
got that.
I hosted. I tell you about time. Carmen Vallone is 100% a Vegas comic.
Yep.
Like
Yes.
his whole act
Yes.
is just, hey guys, what's his act? Like he
Mhm.
was killing up there, bro. Like he
Yep.
was doing so good.
Very
Arnie
Shecky
Ellis was like that.
Green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember what we was gonna call him? We made a name up
Oh
for him or
man, I
something like
forgot.
that, dude. We were,
It was Checky something. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then we took that cab ride. All
No,
five.
no, it wasn't a cab ride.
It
That
was
was
somebody's.
that was a girl I had met the last
Yeah,
time I
yeah.
was in Vegas who hit me up like, "Hey, you want to do something?" I'm like, "Yeah, swing by my hotel, pick me up. I want to see the Vegas sign." And when she showed up, I had me, Carmen, Ken Miller, Arnie Ellis, and Pedro, and she had like this little hatchback Toyota, and all of us
Is that
clown
the
card
picture?
in.
Son.
Is that the picture I've seen of all you guys? I think
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
by
Yeah.
the
Bruh,
Las
we
Vegas
were.
sign.
Somebody was laying. I think was it you? Somebody was laying across people, bro.
Yep.
Like we was
Yeah.
in this, and Arnie Ellis is doing this Japanese impersonation. And man, when I tell you, I have never laughed so hard. It was one of my favorite comedy memories. That Vegas, even though the competition didn't go well, I was telling somebody because they was asking me should they get in it, and I always tell people I give them my experience, but I always say do what you want to do. Go make your own experiences. Don't go off of mine. I said, but the camaraderie that we had with all us comics. Like
Mhm.
we just happen to all be in the same city the same week. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like six Orlando comics in the same city in the same week.
I've only been in the World Series of Comedy once. I made it to the semifinals and
Yeah,
then
me too.
didn't make it through. But I've been out there 4 times during the World Series because after I didn't make it through, I'm like, man, I'll just get booked out here, get a real gig, get my hotel taken care of, get paid while I'm out here, and just hang out with comics from across the country during the day and not even be in the competition. So I did that for like 3 years, and that was great, man. You get to see all your buddies you never get to see
Yeah.
all in one place in Vegas,
In Vegas,
hanging
man,
out and getting
it's
paid.
one of my great. It's one of my favorite. I mean, even Miguel was like, "That's the picture y'all took." Yeah, it's
Yeah.
one of my all time
Mhm.
favorite comedy memories. That's why I tell comedians, don't go off of my story. You know, go
Mhm.
make your own memories. You know, so in 4 or 5 years of that, you can be like, "Yeah, man, we piled into some girl's Uber and went to the sign and
See,
and was acting
I
up."
tell people about festivals and competitions. Look, man, only one of you is going to win the thing. Only one of you. But I've got so much work off the Asheville Comedy Fest. I've got so much work off going out to Vegas and meeting bookers and stuff like that. If you're going out there just to win a competition, I'll tell you right now, it's probably not going to be me. But they can't book the guy who wins it 52 weeks a year.
Yeah.
You know? So go out there, make your connections, make your friends. Don't be a sore loser. Enjoy it. Realize that comedy competitions are rarely fair, you know, and
Yeah.
just enjoy your time out there, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we got like 2.5 minutes. I wanted to bring this up, man, because I came back off the road and I was going to put some stuff in my fridge, and my wife has this issue where she just does not throw fruit away.
Mm.
She will not. When I tell you, I opened it up that thing, and you know how the Beetlejuice head popped out. I'm telling you, a mango tried to pull me into the fridge and eat me. Look,
Yep. Yep.
do you guys buy fruit like that, or do you guys like
Um.
buy a little bit of fruit and then because she'll buy a bunch of fruit and only eat a little bit of it, and then I'll
Mm.
open it up
I,
and then the lemon
go
and
ahead, Miguel.
lime and the arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Mm.
My
Uh,
problem is potatoes. Cause I don't
yep.
want potatoes all the time, and I get a bag of potatoes. It's only like you
Five
get the
pounds.
5 pound bag, and
Yep.
I don't eat potatoes every day.
And
And
then
when
you
they
walk in the
start getting
kitchen one
funky,
day. Oh
ooh,
my
that
God.
juice, that funky
Woo.
Woo!
juice,
And
ooh,
they got another
woo,
potato growing out
growing
of
out
it.
of it, he looking at
Mm.
you like,
Ugh.
Yeah.
Smells like
I
hot
don't know,
garbage
man.
and chitlins.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
I think baby's mama buys bananas just to watch them turn black. Like
Mm.
she'll come back from the store and I'll see like 5 bananas and like 4 days later there's 4 bananas and they're all bad. And I'm like, oh, there goes
Mm-hmm.
more money I didn't need to spend this week.
Yeah, dude, that's why with bananas I buy like two. I
Yeah,
never buy the whole 5 or 6. I buy like two. Like strawberries always go bad in this house.
yeah.
They
Hmm.
always can. They get all fuzzy. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
Not
It's
strawberries go a gray
not
beard.
in my house.
yeah.
Not in my house.
It sounds dumb, man,
Mm-mm.
but I buy my bananas at the Wawa stuff where they got like 2 bananas for $1 because I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, cool, I'll eat one and take
Hmm.
one. But when I buy any kind of bunch of bananas after one, I'm like, I don't want to eat no bananas.
I don't eat no.
Nope.
Why did I waste my money on this?
I went and saw Dean Napolitano's one man show, the Bar Drive Boys, this past weekend. And after the show, someone came up to him and handed him a bunch of bananas for his dad. And I didn't get the reference. And I was talking to Dean about it. I guess Dean's dad, you know Pops. You guys
Mhm.
have
Yeah.
all met
Yeah.
Pops
We
at
all
some
know
point,
Pops.
right? I guess Pops actually goes on this tantrum at like the store because they charge by the weight of the banana. He's like, well, I'm not paying for the peels. He's like, I'm not even going to eat those. So I guess there's a story where Pops actually peeled the bananas and put the bananas in a plastic bag and only weighed what he was going to eat. And he
Yo.
tried to check out with peeled bananas at one point.
I ain't buying
Yo,
no
that's
sticks
low
and
key
stems.
genius.
That's
Yeah. That's low
genius.
key
That
Hey,
reminds
genius.
me of
low-key
Steve
jail
Martin
time.
in that one movie. What was it? Father of the Bride, where he
Yeah.
goes into the grocery store and he's trying to buy hot dogs, and he's like, no. He's like, I'm leaving 2 hot dogs here because you can't sell me a pack of 10 hot dogs and a pack of 8 buns.
buns.
That's a scam to get me to buy more buns.
Mhm.
Okay.
So funny.
That's hilarious, man. So where you fellas at this weekend? Anybody performing this weekend?
I'm home.
I'll
I'm
be at
chilling.
Side Spitters 30th and 31st, man, this weekend.
Yeah,
No Thanksgiving. I mean,
I would-
no Thanksgiving, no Halloween this
Halloween.
weekend.
I was going to be at Side Splitters, but Ken Miller's name doesn't have any real pull in
No
there.
real poor, bro.
Maybe 2009 in South Beach, but not.
Well, man, this
Yeah.
been our week, man. We'll be back on Monday, but you can check us out on our podcast on iHeartRadio. Look up Real Laughs. I'm Ken Miller. That's James John. That's Mike Hurley and Miguel Colon Jr. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you and good night.
Nickel.